This segment sponsored by Goodwill Industries of Northeast Indiana. You can dive into the rich flavors of authentic German cuisine at the Oktoberfest, taking place on October 25th, presented by Goodwill Industries. And joining me today is Kevin Morse, who is the president and CEO of Goodwill. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning.
How's it
Thank you
going?
for having me. It's going great.
Good. Okay, so we are in October.
Yes, we are.
And what better way to celebrate than come together for a festival?
Yes.
And this is a really big deal, right? Because this is a fundraiser for the Goodwill.
It is. Goodwill Industries of Northeast Indiana. You know, people think of us about the stores. We have 8 stores here in the northeast corner of the state, and that funds a part of our program for the employment services we provide. But these fundraisers help us to fill the gap between what we bring in through our stores and what we need to run our programs. This year, the fundraiser is specifically aimed at our pre-employment transition services. We call it PREETs. We work in 14 high schools and 5 colleges with students who have individual education plans that have some type of disability that need extra help getting ready for the workforce.
Okay.
Ages 14 to 22 is where we target it. And that's an extensive program that is growing. It is partially state funded, but we have to have these extra funds to make sure that we can bring the quality program to the students involved.
Yeah, so tell me more about this program. It sounds so fascinating. So you say it's at all of those levels, and how does it tangibly impact the students?
So you look at a student who's on one of those plans, they're identified as having learning disability or a cognitive or physical disability that will have a negative impact on their employability when they get out of school. So these students are involved in our program either one-on-one or in groups with our teaching staff. We literally take over for the teachers in the high school and the college level for this part of the program. And we teach those skills that you and I would take for granted, things that we were taught when we were in high school, and we give them the extra time they need. So whether it's working on just having a conversation, how to do an interview, what basic work skills are, we take them out and let them do job experimentation. They go out and work in our stores or go to another employer and try things out. Just to give them that extra, heads up. When they get to 22, that's the maximum age for them to be in the high school program. If they go on to college, we can continue services there, or we can transfer them to an employment services program where our staff actually helps them find work in the community.
That's so great. And that makes me think about when I was able to visit your store last year and just learning more. There's so many entities of the Goodwill that you all help in the community, more than people even imagine. Because of course they know it as your storefront. They can go in and shop, but learning about how you recycle and going behind the scenes really was really fascinating. And so with your event that's coming up, let's talk about that. So that's taking place on October 25th. And what can people really expect from this event?
Well, the name or the theme this year is Beer, Brats, and Polka.
Okay.
It's going to be held at the Don Wolf Center at Do It Best at Electric Works. Chapman's Brewing Company is actually providing our food and our beverages for the evening, and it is just going to be an old-fashioned German Oktoberfest. Yes, I'll be in lederhosen. My wife talked me into it. I'm not afraid to put on a crazy costume once in a while. But it's just a night to come together. It's from 6 to 9 p.m. that evening, and it's a chance to sit and have some fun and eat, learn more about our programs. We'll have videos to show. We'll have guest speakers. Dan Austin from K105 will be my MC again this year. And just a chance to visit, find out what we're doing, and raise some funds for that program.
Yeah, so where is this taking place?
It'll be at the Electric Works right off of Dynamo Alley, parking in the garage or over in the parking lot by Amp Lab. And right there in Dynamo Alley, you find this big, huge entrance to Do It Best. You'll come in that way into the big room. It's actually viewable from there. We'll have folks to guide people in. The nice thing is Chapman's is right across Dynamo Alley, so everything is fresh and hot. Scott and his staff are putting together a great menu for the night, so it should be a lot of fun.
Okay, now you mentioned some polka dancing. Okay, so will you be out there?
No. I'm going to make them keep the polka music in the background.
Okay.
You do not want to see me dance. It's not fun.
That is great. Oh my goodness. Well, we always love a theme, so that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun and a really great venue. And just mentioning the fact that it is an inside event. Okay, so of course we don't know how the weather is going to drop on us.
We looked at that last year at Promenade Park, and then another organization that I'm on the board of directors for They held an event there and it poured. It's like, we don't want to take that chance. We want it to be a nice, comfortable space for folks to come. We will have a silent auction. We'll also have a live auction. Lots of great items this year. A lot of good things to take home and a lot of ways to fund us.
That is awesome. And so how do people get tickets for this event?
You can go to our website, which is fwgoodwill.org, and there's a floating thing at the top. You click on that, it takes you right to the page. Give Butter is our provider for that.
Okay.
It'll guide you through the process. You can buy tickets there, you can do a donation, and hopefully about a week before the event, we will have the auction items up on that site as well, so you can preview and see exactly what we're going to have that night.
Oh, that's so good, because walking around for the silent auction, everything it's exciting, but it's like, ooh, what do you want to bid on?
Exactly.
So that's nice. You can get a little preview.
Give you a chance to peek at it before it actually starts.
Yes, awesome. Well, this sounds like a great event. I think people should just come to see you in that outfit.
I'm afraid there'll be lots of pictures that'll haunt me forever. So,
well, I love it. Well, thank you so much, Kevin, for coming in and telling me about your event. And if you would like more information about Oktoberfest, remember it is taking place on October 25th, presented by the Goodwill, and we will actually have their website listed below so you can get your tickets. And I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Goodwill Industries of Northeast Indiana.